Hey everybody, Charlie here. Welcome back to Mars Horizon. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Will Mars reignite rivalry? I went to the next month and this popped up. It says news programs are debating whether the race to Mars will see a renewal of the rivalry between NASA and the Soviet Union, and most importantly, who will win. Your agency has been approached for comment. Oh ho ho. Hell yes, we're totally gonna beat them. We lose reputation with the Soviet Union. I was hoping for that anyway. And we gained 300 support. Your agency has created a stir in the media with its response. Our technology and mission successes have consistently surpassed Soviet Union in the past. The race to Mars will be no different. Soviet Union have unsurprisingly reacted negatively to the statement. I love it. So let's take a look at diplomacy right now. They're way in the red. That's good. So I don't really care to help China at all, but I really want to keep these guys agitated. And then we have a friendly relationship with Japan, and pretty good with ESA here too. So we're getting more science stuff from them. That's good. And we're also getting more science stuff from Japan. But we're getting more funding from having an antagonistic relationship here. It's good. I like it. Okay, GPS is going to launch in 1 month, and then Moneymaker is going. And once I get enough money to launch the Venus orbit mission, I'll go ahead and do that too. Moneymaker will pay for the station, so global positioning, 77% reliability is kind of but we're almost guaranteed to get it. Well, before I saw the weather, we were almost guaranteed to get it in the air. I'm still gonna go here. It's a 2% to blow up. 91% still. I'm still gonna go.
5.
And we'll just go ahead and skip the countdown and go right to the launch.
We have liftoff.
We have liftoff. So I've decided that Surviving Mars, that new series I was talking about, I will start the Surviving Mars series on the same day that we land the robotic rover on Mars here. So you can kind of get a little bit of parallelism if you want to say they're in the same, maybe they're in the same universe, right? So the same day in which the episode that we land a Mars rover on the surface here, shortly after that Mars Horizon video goes live, and you had a chance to watch that, depending on how quickly you get to it. Shortly after that, the first episode of our new Surviving Mars playthrough will start. And then you can just kind of have... This channel is just going to be surrounded by Mars for a while, I guess. There's just so much Mars happening right now. I find that really cool, but... yeah. This one looks a little bit challenging. Thankfully, the range is bigger, but... the only way to bring it back to the left is to take it away by 4. So we do have, things divisible by 2 and stuff. So why don't we go like this? No. Let's go like this. Then this. Then this. Yeah. And then one more. I like getting this. I just, I don't want to ever spend these comms if I don't have to. Bring it back the other way with power here. Oh, good. We're off to a great start. I mean, it is 77, so. That's actually a lower reliability than we've had in quite a while. Been doing pretty well on making a reliable hardware. So I've been a little careless with my electricity because of that. See, I have to spend a little bit of this, but I don't really want to spend power this much. Why don't we recharge and hit this? And then we'll hit this one for 6 more. We gotta bring it back the other way, though. I gotta bring it back the other way. And I don't want to do it by spending power, though. How to get to 25 in 2 more turns. There's only one way to do that. And that's to hit this one twice. I gotta hit this one. And then spend one of them, I guess, to... I gotta spend power. I gotta get it back over there. So the next turn is the last turn. And if we want to have it in range and in range here, we need 6 more. But we also... I can hit this twice. That's the solution. I can hit this one twice. Yeah, so I hit this one twice next turn and recharge twice, and it guarantees it. Cool. I can't resist anything here, though, so cross your fingers. And your toes. And your eyes. No, don't cross your eyes. That means you're not actually able to see. All right, so recharge twice and hit this twice. It won't guarantee it, though. That's the thing, because... Wait. This gets me more for an action. Maybe we can somehow rig this way. Yeah, like this. Ooh. Well, hang on. If I get power in here, then here, and here. I still can't resist it, though. That's the thing. It's no different at that point. I need 6. Gotta have 6. I think that's the... I mean, like, this is the clear... This is the easy choice, but... I think it's the only one, really. Because we have to push this over, which means I have to go that direction. And the only one that doesn't cost me comms and go that direction is this one. So I need to recharge and hit this one, but after that I'm still down 3. And again, the only way to bring it there and not cost me power and not cost me comms is to hit this one. I think this is the only solution here. Unfortunate. I have to rely on RNG. We may not get the bonus here. That's sad. But we are... I mean, we're going to get it. Like, I think we'll get the task. Yeah, we'll get the task. We just won't be able to resist. That's unfortunate. Cross your fingers. Come on, RNG gods. Yes, thank you. Got lucky. I could have done that beginning part differently and not been in that position, but oh well. Deploy satellite systems. Okay. So 8s across the board. 3 turns, but we get 4 actions. We need 8 of everything. And we have a pretty good mixture on drift here, which is good since we have to be precise. Okay. Precision is required. Let's go with... if I was to do this and then hit you twice, I can then get you. I'll get 8 nav here on this first turn. I like this. Ouch, but we can afford it. At least for a little bit. I don't want to have to do it all the time. All right, so now that we're 4 over, we can use this to get us 2 back. And then maybe we just pay for the power or pay for the comms. Comms and data. It's not possible to get both of those things in one command. So maybe if we get more comms, we can bring it back this. This is better, I think. Yeah, we just have to hit this one twice next turn, which means I need to come up with... Well, if I hit this twice and then I hit this twice, that will correct... yeah. But like, bringing it back by 4, I have to hit this twice next turn. I have to. We're getting it too far. Like, we need to bring it back. because it's only one more turn. I have to bring this back to 0 if I can. And then the next thing I can do maybe is just pay for it. I can go over 1. That's not a big deal. Let's do this. And then in order to get to 8, though, I'll need 5, which means I got to do these 3 times. Well, I need to do this once. Shit. The drift on this is a little bit... like, they placed drift on things that are really powerful. So in order to not have to pay for it, you just got to go weak. I'm thinking if I recharge once, I can hit this twice. And then I got to bring it back, though. We hit this once. This leaves me with a new turn in which I have to hit this once, which is fine because I need more of these. So I need to spend all my other remaining resources trying to gather 1 more comm, 2 more... See what I'm saying? Get this one the next turn, and then I'll be down 5. Then hit this once. No, because then I'll be dropping on the nav. This is a peculiar situation. What about spending this last... Then I'll be way down in comms. I gotta bring this back. It's not gonna happen if I don't bring it back. I need this to get back to the center. Maybe like this. But then I have to hit these 3. The resources are fine. It's this that's the problem. Because getting the resources for the bonus and bringing this to 0 exactly, the combinations to bring them to 0 aren't lining up in my head right now. Like, it's not... like, I know what I have to do the drag, or to do the drift, but then I won't get the resources, or I can do the thing for the resources and I won't get the drift. I need a second to think about this. I'll be right back. All right, this is going to require a little bit of RNG help. But let me tell you why this one was a little tricky. I was trying to move through and try to get all the different things. And the reason why it was really tricky is because there is no way to generate more data without moving this needle. Every single element on this board that gets you data in any way influences the drift in one way or another, right? So it's it was causing me a little bit weirdness, but I think I figured out what might work. We're just going to need a little bit of RNG help here because I'm going to need to buy some things next turn. So we've got infrared mapping, orbital realignment, boost transmission, and external sensor alignment. And so these elements right here, and those are the trades. You can pause it if you'd like. But they're over here too, the names of them. So infrared mapping is going to be this one, right? Then we're going to do an orbital realignment here. Going to get this trade. Boost transmission is then going to allow us to spend some of those extra nav we just got to get 6 on the comms. And then after that, we're going to use 3 of those comms with our external sensor alignment and get more data this way. This is going to result in us being 3 down on comms, 2 down on data, and 1 down on nav with some bonus power left over. And we're going to be only 2 to the right. The next turn, I need to spend 2 of these nav units to bring this needle back over, and that will get us this requirement with 1 overage. Then the next time, I'm going to need to get these 2 back with this command, or I can spend to get this. But if I do that, then I have to use this to bring the needle back, which gets us over on the comms at the expense of our data. So there's a lot of RNG happening here because what I may need to do once this is lined up after hitting this one is just buy the ones that I'm overage on. But I cannot buy data without moving the needle, which is why I'm going to use this one to get us in the data requirement. And that's the one where we move it to 0. So everything else I have to buy, I'm doing it just straight with power. And that's here and here. I'm just hoping that I don't have to resist anything. So let's give it a try, see what happens. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, it doesn't. So all the way over, it looks pretty good so far. Come on, baby, let's go. Yes. All right, it gave me 2 power. So I have to do this one. That brings the needle to 0. I know I have to do this one. Now I can use the remaining data to get this, and that bumps us up into territory where I can just buy my way through the rest of it. So if I buy this one, that puts me over in comms, and if I buy this one, it puts me over in here. But now I don't have any power left. So what I want to see is if I was to recharge once and do this, can I still get it? No, I'm down 1. So I need to do this one instead. All right. So we're going to do this one. We know this. We're going to hit with the overage on the data. We're going to do this one. I could do this again. If I did this again... No, because the only way to get both data and nav is here. And that's gonna put the drift over again. Just curious, though, if I do this. Why is that negative? Oh, they're both on the same side. They're both on the same side. Yeah. Okay, so that's the only solution then. My kid is running again. God. Leave me alone, child, please. Go back to school. Let's just buy our way into it. I feel like I gotta buy my way into it. So we can afford to have it cost us 1 additional comms, and we can afford to have it cost us 1 additional nav. But if it costs us an additional data on a resist, then we won't get it. But it'll be exactly 0. Let's go. Beautiful. Good. And I'm using the ones that will cost me power in the early part, so that if I like blow it here, I can still resist it, and the next one doesn't get canceled because the next one doesn't cost me power, right? There's a strategy to the order that you do things too, because if I do it here and I have to resist, then it costs me that remaining power, which means I won't have any. If I had this one first and I had to resist, then I wouldn't have the power required to do this one, right? That's something to think about. In this case, I'm gonna spend power for this, so it doesn't matter. But if I had extra power, that would be something to think about. And actually, in my head, I thought I had extra power, so I'm glad that it worked out. In my head, I thought I had 1 more power, so whoops! It's all right. We got it. It's fine. Everything's fine. We got the bonus too, and that's a lot of money. So now we can afford all the wonderful things in our lives. We can afford all wonderful things in the world and the universe. We had also a whole bunch of astronauts just returned home. Very cool. And do you have your tier 2 stuff now? How come only some of you have your tier 2 stuff? I thought everyone was supposed to have tier 2. Do I have to get completely different astronauts for that? That sucks. Any buildings I can build? No. All right. So, how about the station, huh? How about that station? We'll launch the Venus. We're gonna launch Valiant here, or we're gonna get that started on making it, and then we're gonna go for the final station component, which is right here. Plan this mission. The payload is 4 million, unless we want to pay more, and then it's 6 million. I think not. I think we're gonna go just straight up like this, 66%. 4 million here, go. It's a lot of cash. But that's the last step. So Grand Tour, still nobody's planned it. Feeling good about that. And then traffic tracking has got 1 more month until Moneymaker launches. So why don't we just go ahead and get that done. Then we'll have a whole lot more cash that we can spend on the Grand Tour. Payload reliability just got reduced. That's a shame. Guess that's our focus, because that's really difficult. And we're going to want to get the maximum bonus, which apparently is only 15%. So 71 is what we're gonna have to deal with on that. There we go. You guys ready? We're going to Uranus. To Uranus. Takes 109 months. 109 months to get there, guys. That's a pretty extended journey. I'm just saying. Wow. 2%. Go. Please don't blow up on low odds. You're so expensive. Don't do it.
We have liftoff.
I love that the boosters. I really love those boosters. Get up there. Oh, thank you for not failing. Thank you for not blowing up. All right, from this point on, we have 96% chance of success. Oh! Oh, come on. Oh, thankfully it was only one command on the first turn instead of like -1 power for the rest of the mission. Like, you son of a bitch. Okay, let's go. So we need to get our we need to get our craft going into our Uranus transfer orbit. Let's go ahead and get that done. We're looking for 16, 16, and 16. Nice. That means I need to hit this 4 times. And I have 6 turns, so... Okay, let's take a look. We're going to need a lot of overage on data and stuff, too. Let's get some comms. Let's spend some to get this. Let's spend some to get... you know what? Why don't we spend power to get here, and then... Ooh, we only have 3 commands per turn? Ouch. Okay. Let's get some extra nav, then. Yep. Thankfully, again, 96% reliability here. Really focused a ton on reliability so that I didn't have to deal with this for the majority of the mission. Because I have a feeling Uranus is going to be hard to get. Like, it's going to be super cold or whatever, and it's going to be, like, really hard to, like, manage the heat and get things. So I wanted to have really good reliability through this. And we have lots of power, too, so... All right, we can now hit this twice to bump up our comms, which is nice. And then we can use 2 of those comms to go here. We do get 4 actions per turn. This is good. Just the first one because of the negative event. Yeah, so how about we start banking a little bit more of these. I'm going to spend some power to do that instead of spending the other resources. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Right here, this is fine. 96% reliability. 5% means success. All right, now we need to start thinking about when we're going to hit this. Hitting that 4 times gets me 20, which means if I start hitting it now, it will not be able to bring it down enough to not satisfy the requirement after this turn. So starting next turn, we can start doing some thrust. So... I think I'm going to go here and then here. This is just a straight trade back and forth, but I don't think it's as efficient spending those resources as it is to use power on the comms. So I can go here, keep the nav up, and instead spend the power. Bump this. And then we still need more data because we have to hit this 4 times. So why don't we... You know what? Screw it. I'm going to hit the power here, too. We're going to go real power heavy on this turn. Provided we don't need to resist, that's a really good decision. We'll have all the resources we need. All right, starting this turn. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's data too. Starting this turn, we can now hit this as many times as we want. So let's do twice this turn. We'll spend a little bit like this. Yeah, and then we're going to have to use nav units to get the thrust. So I'm going to need probably, I'll spend a little bit of comms to get it. But like we have 3 turns. So I think we're more than fine here. We do have a little bit of spare power. We can resist. We just don't need a whole lot of power because it's 96%. Assuming RNG is with us, we should only have to do that a maximum of twice. the number of actions we have. All right. So it's going to reduce it. We know that. Let's hit this twice. That's going to give us our thrust requirement, guaranteed. And now we need to bump up our numbers there. And we can go like this. That satisfies everything unless we get that 4. And then we may need to compensate for whatever on the next turn. But we have the power to do that. So let's go. Yeah. So we're not going to resist this because then I won't be able to do that final thing. So we're just going to take the additional nav cost. And that's what we'll compensate with on the final turn. All right. And presto. All right. Nope. My math is bad. Never mind my math. My math is bad. Okay. We got the bonus then. 48 science for 54 months as it's on its way to Uranus. It's on its way, man. And now, the next phase of this mission, we have a mid-course maneuver that takes place in 4.5 years. So this mission slot is going to be locked down for a while. That's going to kind of happen for a bit. Okay. It's fine. This will be fine. Inspirational signals. A famous science writer has described how she was inspired to pursue her career when, as a child, she picked up radio signals from one of your agency's early satellites as part of a school project. I still have the satellite model on my desk, she commented. 250 support. Thank you very much. I don't see any mission that gives us money, so. Karen Cooper retires. All right, Miss Cooper. Or is it Mr.? I forget, actually. By the name, I don't know. Has retired and will no longer be available for missions. All right, well, you know, retirement's a thing. China just got their Jupiter flyby. They are the second to do it. Congrats on that. They're launching their space telescope in 18 months. Slow pokes. So slow. So slow. You guys ready? Spezda's done in 2 months. We're going to have an international space station. I think we'll have it in this video unless these missions are really long. We'll see. Traffic tracking. Looks like bad reliability. This is worth money though, so we should do this. Like, we're going to want to do well on this. So launch reliability is already super high anyway, so the 1% is inspirational. Let's go. I think I'm just gonna skip it actually, because it's 1%. So if it blew up on that, I would feel really bad. But yeah, we're fine. I'm just gonna skip that. I could have auto resolved it too, but you know, I haven't tried the auto resolve button yet. You know, maybe I should try that one of these times. I just really want, like, especially with money, I really want the bonus reward, you know? We got some drift. I keep calling it drag. I'm sorry. I mean drift. If I say drag, it's like the slip of the tongue. My brain doesn't work. Help me. But it's drift. I know it's drift. I'm aware that it's drift. I'm speaking knowing that it's drift, but my tongue and my lips, they may make the sound that resembles drag. Okay. Hopefully we got that out of the way. I'm going to do this a couple of times to get us started on the right foot. And that means lots of power. But I feel like with decent luck here, I could probably just get away with doing that repetitively. Why don't we hit this again? And I need to do this twice again, but I don't have the power to do it twice. So I could go, there's only 3 actions though. Ouch. Maybe we should consider something else. 2 power. If I do this one, it's just too much drift. I'm gonna have to bring it back with 4 here, but it doesn't give me enough. This is the way to hit this the hardest in a single actions. How do I get more of those? Well, what if... You know, last turn, what I probably should have done is... I can still do it, though, but it's... No, I don't want to mess with that. I was thinking of doing this. I'm thinking of doing this because the next turn I can get these without having to worry about power. But the problem is I'm still not going to get the bonus reward. Like, in order to get that bonus reward, next turn, there's only one more turn left. In order to get that bonus reward and keep this in place, I kind of need to hit this twice, you know? So, like, next turn, I got to hit this twice. And that sucks. I'm not going to be able to. Because I don't have the comms. I'm not sure what's going on with this challenge, but I don't have comms for this. And in order to get the comms... Wow, I can't even use power and then get this to get these two supplies to hit this. Like, I can't even go back and forth with that. I would have to use both my power on that and then this. Which gets me to 10. Well... Yeah, no, I won't have the power for that. Huh, what did I do in the first turn that screwed me? I don't remember. I don't know what I did in the first turn, but I think whatever I did in the first turn screwed me here. Let's put a little drift on it here. We'll put a little bit of this on there, and then we'll pay for this. That gets me to 14 at least. But then I need to bring it back. So maybe I bring it back with this. I think that's how I have to do it. I bring it back with this. And then I can use this next turn to get 2 more. Then the power here. No, I won't be able to do the power here because I will lose this. Yikes. That's a bit more challenging than I expected. Let's hit this one instead. No, because then I won't be... I want more. I want to be up... Like, I want to be up here. I don't think I can get this, guys. With only 3 actions per turn, I don't think I can get this. I need to hit this twice if I have any chance at all. So, that's going to have to be what happens. Next turn, I have to recharge and hit this twice. That's the only thing I can do. And that's assuming I don't have to resist. If I have to resist, then yeah. What are you going to cost me? You're going to cost me... Your output will be reduced by 1. That's okay with me. Actually, that's fine with me. You go right ahead and do that. Like, you're going to... Yeah, that's cool. And then you're giving me an extra data module. That's okay. All right, so it's not cool with me. It moved it way further than I thought it would. Oh, right, reduced by an additional. Oh, reduced, like that direction. Right, of course. Duh. Okay, well, at least we could put it in range here, but, you know, good luck. Can't resist anything, so that's gonna have to be the way it is. I need good RNG. Good RNG. Yee! Good. Roll the dice, baby. Yes. That was so close. Oh, we got it. That's good, though. Deploy satellite systems. Maybe this one will be... Maybe I don't just half-ass the first turn this time and actually focus the first turn. Because, like, some of these puzzles, you really have to plan ahead in how you're all going to do it, right? And, I mean, you have infinite time. Yeah, as a player, when you're not recording for video, you have infinite time. But as someone who's recording a Let's Play, I don't want to sit here and stare at this for a video. I could just like say, hey, I'll be right back. And sometimes I do. But I try not to do that very often. 6 and 10. 5 power. Less range on this now. Let's do this. And then we'll spend these. That's a decent first turn. I can get behind that as a first turn. Spend it. Actually, that was going to influence drift if I didn't resist. I should have looked at the expense on that, because I would have been okay with that shifting. All right, so we're basically on the comms requirement. Let's focus as much as we can on the others then. We can kind of do that, actually. Yes. And then the next run, we need to spend nav. I theoretically could just hit this. I think I'd rather do this. And then hit this next turn. Plus this next turn. That gets me 6. I'm going to have to hit this twice. Which I can afford to do. I don't know if I can or not. How about we hit this now? Then next turn we can hit this one. Yeah, this is better. Come on now. Cool. Now we do not want this to go any more that direction. So if we gain drift on this, we have to resist it. But if we lose drift, I think we're fine. It's going to cost me an additional nav. Is that okay? Shoot. I wish I could see the solutions. I don't know if that's okay. I'm going to accept this. I may regret that. All right. Let me think. Can't do this one anymore, because that actually did cost me there. But let me think for a second. I need to pay for you. You. Now, if I hit this now, it goes outside the bounds. So I need to do this first, then this one, and then this one. But now I don't have the comms. Yeah, I needed to resist that last one. Okay. Why don't we... Can we buy our way through this? Not on that one, I can't. I only need one. But the only way to get one of these data modules as an output is to affect it, to take away or put too much drift on it. So if I was to instead go like that, and then like this, I still can't output both comms and data in the same action. So I won't be able to do that either, because this is a +3. Pretty damn expensive. We can bring it back to here, and then spend 3 to get this. But even if I do this, then I don't have the comms. So if we get a whole bunch of comms and then do this, I need 2. But I can't buy it because it puts my drift too far back. And I can't do this because that will put my drift too far this way. So there's no way to buy the data in this situation either. If I bring it too far this way, then pay here. I still can't do this because I don't have... I needed to resist that nav. That last one, I needed to resist it because I needed to be able to hit this in one action. Bring it this way, then bring it this way. My last action still cannot get data and nav, or data and comm in the same turn. So it will need to be... Yeah, that was the critical error there, is being greedy. Like, I couldn't see, do I need this? Do I not need this? Because I knew it wasn't an essential resource. I knew that the cost wasn't a resource that I needed to hit for the bonus, but I didn't realize what I had already because it didn't show me what I had banked up already, and I didn't remember what this cost. So I am probably gonna have to white flag this. Yeah, I'll probably white flag this. Let me take that moment and look at it, and I'll be right back. All right, there's one sequence. There's only one, though. I don't see another solution. There's one sequence that works here. We're going to use ground control connection to knock this down by 2. At first, I was like, I need to get to 10, though. Why am I knocking this down by 2? But the big thing, though, is that it's going to enable me to hit this. And it's bringing it over by 2, which is good because if I hit this right now, it's going over that way too far. So we're going to hit this. Now that gives me a 2 bonus comms, which will also prove useful. We're going to then hit this one, which kicks this up to 7. All right. And then the final thing here is just to spend that extra power we have to buy this. This gets us to 10, 8, with 1 spare power left over, and we're barely in the range. If we have to resist something, it'd be nice to have to resist the thing that costs power. So why don't we see if I can do visual spectrum sampling first. Visual spectrum sampling, then this, then this. If I need to resist something, I'd rather resist the thing that takes power and let everything else go. If I have to resist anything after this, I can now afford to do it without risk that the one in the future won't be able to do it. No, that's not how this works, because I still don't have the bonus power. This is actually doesn't matter which order we do this. Yeah, I'm just being dumb. All right, let's go. Oh! Come on now. Why not give me a bonus in the other thing? The thing I actually need. You dick. What a douche. No, I'm right. No, I was totally right in my strategy. Yeah, I was totally right. We resist the thing now, but we can do it because the next one doesn't require power. So we can resist this now. Output will be reduced by 1 comms. I don't think that matters, actually. We already have 6. I'm not spending comms next move. So I don't think that matters. What really matters is the output of data. That matters a lot more. So I'm gonna let this go. Because if the next one fails, right, and it says, you didn't get enough data output, that would suck even more. Yeah, there we go. I think that wins. Does that win? Yeah, we win! Sometimes you just gotta stop and take a second and just look at the board with no one talking, including yourself. There you go. 7 million. There we go. All right. Now I want you to also feast your eyes upon our science board. Robotic Rover. We're gonna launch Curiosity. Oh, come on. Let's go. I want science here. 66% sucks, though. It really does suck. I'm going to make sure we're successful, at least, in that we're putting money into this. And it's going to be a while. Oh, screw it. We're going here. I'm not going to wait. 99% launch reliability. 69% payload. Nice. Let's go. All right. Now, with $12 million in the bank, let's talk about that extra mission slot. The extra mission slot is going to be that Mars rover, I think. Oh, I need to get the Curiosity research first, though. 25% Mars prep on that. Like, the Mars prep ones, they give you a huge bump, you know? It's pretty cool. The rewards here are virtually the same. This one, it gives less science. This one gives more science and something else. Not sure why I wouldn't just do this one. Let's just do this one. So, payload reliability is already being reduced. Given that that's the case, let's spend a little bit extra and give it extra power for this. Let's go. We'll hit that mission now. Does the moon have anything interesting? Micrometeorites gives us a lot of well, it's not really that much money. It's actually a really low amount of money. Never mind on that. But also reputation with, like, I don't want to help my reputation with them. I don't care. So next month, we're gonna do our Venus orbit. 69% on the payload, man. All right. I mean, it's a 99% launch, so... And yeah, +8 doesn't matter. Let's go. I think I'll just actually just click through it, because 99%, right? There we go. All right. Rock and roll. So, 12 and 12. Four is pretty good progress. We can buy our way for this one. We have the bonus power on this, so... And with 12, we have to hit this 3 times on the last turn. So we're going to need some bonus on data as well. Let's get a little bonus on this. Our reliability is shit here, by the way. Like, really bad, actually. This is the worst reliability we've had in a long time. This is our Venus mission, too. Oh, God, I can't wait. This might be a failed mission. If we can at least get the objective, right? Like, don't fail the mission, but you won't get the bonus. That's fine. You know, we don't need the bonus, but we, of course, want the bonus. Let's spend... Gosh, I don't really want to... Yeah, we're gonna do this. And then... Let's get this. Bumps us up to 9. And then we need more data. I'm going to be a little bit bold here. Just a little bit. And pay for this. Because I need to hit this 3 times. I have enough comms to do that. But I don't have enough data. So next turn, we can charge. Well, I don't know if we'll have the power. Let's wait. I have 4 more turns, so it's fine. But we just have to hit the one with thrust. We just have to hit that 3 times. And when we hit it 3 times, it will output nav 3 times too. So this is the right amount of navs to have already anyway. So right now I'm trying to configure it to where we have enough to hit this. And if I charge, hit this, charge again, then the next turn, I just use all actions to hit this. Yeah. And that takes care of everything. We're going to charge a bunch here. Hopefully I don't have to resist. Nah. What are you doing for me? One less day. I mean, I need everything, so no. All right, 2 turns left. Now, I could just take a full recharge turn. And then that would actually just win us the mission, right? If I just go like this, I'll have 3 power to start the final turn. Then I can hit this 3 times and I guarantee the mission. Yeah, I don't see any reason why I don't do that. Let's just take this whole turn to charge. All right, final turn. We just hit this 3 times. We get all the requirements and we can resist every single time. I like it. Go. Bring it on, game. Bring it on. That's right. That's right. What you got? Only make me do it once. Fine. I feel like we failed less with 70-something% reliability than we would with like the high 80s, right? I feel like we failed less for that, but it's fine. All right. NASA just completed their first phase of their Venus orbit. That's us. 1 more month until Spazda's payload is done. It's exciting, right? Our robotic rover research is done too. Landing a robotic rover on Mars that is able to explore and study the terrain up close will provide tremendous insight into the geological history of the planet. It can also search for signs of past life and provide inspirational footage for millions back on Earth. It's gonna be sick. I'm gonna put Curiosity on. Oh, I can't wait. All right, I need to train payload here for this. This is the space station final component, so we're gonna all expenses paid to make sure that this is good. Wait, no, stop. Clear the design. No, go back. Thank you. This one, yes, thank you. 1,200 to reuse the shuttle. There we go. 94% reliability. We have this to help the payload. Martin Spaceworks is getting us more science. I think we help the payload here. This is the final bit. Let's make sure it absolutely works well. We spend a little bit of extra cash. It's actually not even anything. It's not going up. That's cool. We build it in 3 months instead of 4. We get really good payload reliability. I think we do this instead. Let's do that instead. Let's make sure we get this successfully. All right, sweet. For the science, Curiosity, of course. We're definitely not doing anything else. And we'll just go ahead one more time here. Polar analysis. Contractor effects are decreased by 50%, which is unfortunate. I was hoping to use the contractor to do that. Trusted, tried and true, shock absorption, and the contractor for payload here. But unfortunately, the effects of that are reduced by 50%. So they really don't like the payload being good here. We'll also probably do payload training on this too. Go. All right, I'm gonna leave this video right here. But next month, right, we've got the space station. We're gonna complete it, right? Empyrean will be done. We have also had the next phase of our Venus orbit. Valiant will be complete. I don't know if we'll launch it, but we probably will. And we're doing science, all the science, on Curiosity. I'm excited about Curiosity a lot. And remember, when we land the rover on Mars, we start the Surviving Mars play on the same day. So if you're interested or if you're excited about that one, then great. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Give me a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope to see you later. My voice is gone. Bye-bye.